What's up everyone, welcome back to another Warzone video on the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down a little bit about sensitivity, mainly for console players. Of course, this is mainly for console players because I am on 80 FOV, and sensitivities do actually work different when it comes to how your FOV is measured, whether it's low or high. So with that being said, we're going to be going over 3 of what I think are the best sensitivities to run if you guys are a low sense player. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and post notifications if you guys enjoy more tutorials like this on the channel. And with that being said, let's go into the best 3 settings and let me explain to you guys exactly why these are the best 3 settings. All right guys, starting things off in the option settings, you guys see I have 6.6 as my vertical and horizontal. This right here is probably one of the most overpowered sensitivities to use if you guys are on console when it comes to aim. I'll be explaining exactly why shortly, but just to show you guys what my custom zoom is, I do have this set to 1.37 as my low zoom, and I have this set to 0.68. I don't really change these. Even when I do change my vertical and horizontal, these usually stay the same because they're just really comfortable, and I feel like they're really flexible with a lot of different sensitivities. But anyway, with that being said, yes, we are on 6.6 right now, and there are a couple of pros and cons to playing on 6.6. I'll just name them real quick. First of all, you're going to spin around kind of slow. I'm sure you guys probably already know that's probably the biggest con of 6.6, but the pros kind of outpower the cons. While you have a slower reaction time, you have much better centering. If you guys don't know what centering is, basically it's allowing your white dot or your reticle to always be ready for a fight and be sort of centered on your enemy once they approach a corner or a door frame. So centering is be much better, and centering is probably one of the most important things in Warzone, simply because you don't have to really do much when someone pops around a corner. You can just aim and start shooting and automatically start hitting headshots. So centering is really important, and if you guys are trying to improve your centering, 6.6 is actually a really good low sense, and I definitely recommend it. But like I said, one thing you are losing is your mobility and a little bit of your response time. In this situation, if someone was at that door and I'm facing the other way and I get shot at, I'm not going to really be able to ego chow that by just turning around and shooting at them unless they just have absolutely terrible aim. So you will have to change your playstyle as a 6.6 player. You won't, you shouldn't do things that 20 cents players would try to do, because those things are going to get you killed. Obviously, if I was trying to turn around and shoot that person, yeah, you see how slow that is? Chances are I'm probably already dead by the time I'm like around here. If I was in 20 cents though, I could literally teleport and be aiming at the person's head within less than a millisecond. But in this situation on 6.6, it's just much slower, and it's a little too slow to actually ego chow right off the bat. So in this situation, your best bet will be to ego chow by getting covered, then of course turning back around once you're centered on that target. Like I said, this is a much better way to actually ego chow, because you're gonna have cover. You can actually take the time behind cover to actually turn around and make sure you're facing towards the enemy direction, and you can just jump around the corner and start laying your shots in, and that's going to be really good for your ego chows. Like I said, you want to change your playstyle on these, because if you don't, you're going to be missing a lot of shots and you're probably going to be losing a lot of fights. But I can definitely say with 6.6, your aim is much better. You feel like you have aim bot. I remember switching to 6.6 for a couple of videos a while ago, and when I did, I just was not missing any bullets, and I dropped a couple of 30s even on console. So guys, trust me, I highly recommend this, and it would definitely help you guys out if you guys are trying to improve your centering and your aim. So that's why 6.6 has one of my highest top 3 spots for low sensitivities. My next spot I would definitely have to say is gonna have to probably be 7.7, which is just one from 6.6. I know this is crazy, it's not that big of a difference, but 7.7 kind of gives you that nice sweet spot of mobility and reaction time with aim. 7.7 is a little bit higher than 6.6, but it's pretty noticeable, and it's pretty easy to actually hit some nice movement if you guys are trying to be more of a movement-based player. Do keep in mind that, like I said, 7.7 isn't that much from there, but you do kind of keep the the aim from 6.6, because obviously it's not that much different. It's still pretty easy to aim, and you have a little bit better mobility, so you can actually turn around ego chow certain fights a little bit faster than what you could do if you were on 6.6. A lot of console players play on 6.6 because they see other PC players playing 6.6, but they don't realize that spinning around is really slow on 80 FOV if you guys are on 6.6. So 7.7 is really good if you guys want a sweet spot, and it's actually the default one that Warzone gives you. So I do recommend you guys use 7.7. Here are my ADS settings. Once again, I didn't really change them since the last time, so it's 1.37 as my low zoom. All of my other multipliers are on 1, and then my high zoom is on 0.68. That's also going to allow your snipe to be much more accurate. You have a lot of range. You can drag snipe if you need to, but if you guys are trying to center before your shots, then you'll be hitting a lot of shots really easily. So I'm going to say right now that out of all these sensitivities, I think 7.7 is probably my favorite as a low sense, simply because of the flexibility you have on all areas. All right, guys, now moving on to the third and my final most recommended low sensitivity. It's gonna have to be 9.9, guys. 9.9 is super fun. I've actually dropped multiple 30s on this as well. Not that you're gonna change the sensitivity per zoom. Like I said, I usually just leave that alone. But 9.9 is really good if you guys want to increase your movement much better and still have a decent shot. Do keep in mind, you're gonna lose a little bit of accuracy when you first switch because obviously you're moving faster and you're gonna have to apply less, you know, pressure to your joysticks if you guys are actually trying to hit your shots. But 9.9 is really good if you guys are trying to get really good movement on a low sense. Just like you can eagle chow lots of things. In fact, this situation where you probably could not eagle chow with 6.6, you probably can with 9.9 because you can spin around much faster than you could on 6.6. But if you guys are trying to get the best low sense zoom anyway, you probably already, you know, are accustomed to playing as a low sense player. So you guys probably are not going to be trying to eagle chow those sort of fights. You guys probably already have the game sense to get behind cover and reach out that with a much better angle. 9.9 has a couple of cons, but also has some pros as well. Because it's still a low zoom, you're still gonna have decent aim, but do keep in mind, like, it is pretty fast. You guys can see here, I'm moving pretty freaking fast, and you also have a decently fast, you know, super high zoom as well when it comes to sniper rifles. But even though you're going to be missing a couple of shots, your movement's going to be really good, and you're going to be able to actually do lots of spin arounds, lots of, you know, ducks and dodges. On top of that, eagle challenging is actually gonna be a lot easier to do on 9.9 because you don't have to, you know, wait 10 years to spin around just to look at someone. You can spin around a lot faster. You can actually react much faster on them. And bunny hops are actually really good for this as well, because if someone was here you can shot at, to do an eagle chow bunny hop is going to be like nothing compared to 6.6. 6.6 is probably like something like this, where you have to do like a super big radius and then, you know, eagle chow. By that point, they're probably already gonna kill you. At this point, it's kind of like pick your poison. Obviously, everyone's different, so everyone's not gonna have the exact same options or the exact same results. But I'm gonna let you guys know right now that these are probably some of the best ways you guys can go if you guys are trying to become a low sense console demon. But just as a disclaimer, you do not need to play on low sense to be good. You do not need to play on high sense to be good. You can be absolutely cracked no matter what sense you guys play on, as long as you guys dedicate the time and practice to actually applying those settings and those, you know, new mechanics to the game. You're gonna become a demon regardless of what you play on. And I can literally vouch because I've dropped 30s on basically all the sensitivities in this game. But yeah, guys, that's basically a breakdown on the 3 best low sensitivity settings I have for you guys. If you guys actually enjoy these kind of videos and we make a video on some other settings like high and maybe even medium, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.